And welcome back in here to the DG Experience Sports Stream. We had to start a brand new fresh broadcast before it's 6 o'clock. So this is our final game of our 5-pack for JV action. We're going to send Jack down on the field again. The rain has stopped, and we got the Fox Family Insurance opening pitch. This one is a towering fly ball, and coming in on it, that's going to land in. It's a fair ball, and here comes the throw to second, not in time, as it goes over the glove of Irwin, and that's going to be a leadoff double. For the Cranberries, Schneider. And that's going to bring up Scarball to the plate. So we saw your builder double right out of the gate for Schneider. Schneider pitching. Scarball will be third base bag. Runner goes on the pass ball. So Schneider gets to third, just like that, in scoring position. McWilliams, the catcher for the Cranberries, will be in the third spot, and the fourth spot will be Stewart, who will be at short. This one, fly ball out to right, and that's going to drop in for a hit and an RBI single. J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single for Scarball will score the Corner Barn Grill run as Schneider crosses the plate 1-0 in favor of the Cranberries. Cranberries? It's an odd name for school. Cranberry berries. It's fitting. Oh, that one's a fly ball out to left field, and that one's off of the fence. And, Mick Williams was hot on the heels of Scarball there, had to back up. She was halfway to second and had to hit the brakes and return to first. That thing hit hard off the fence, kind of helped the Beavers out there. But another single. J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single for McWilliams, and brings Stewart to the plate with runners at first and second. And a run already in here, top of the Knapp's Butcher block, first inning. Stewart dug in. Here's Braylon Gertie in the circle for the Beavs. This one coming right at us. And Kemp almost made the catch, but ran into a fence. And that one's going to hurt in the morning. Hope Reagan's okay. Kemp barreled into that fence hard. That went up high for a ball. One the count. That one misses up high. And now the count goes 2-1. They have 3-0 on the scoreboard, but that's not right, because one of it was a foul ball that Kemp about killed herself trying to get to over the fence. This one, high fly ball, way back. That ball is out of here. That ball left in a hurry, and it is a 3-run Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital shot, and what a big one it was. Stewart with a banger there. And just like that, the Berries push it to a 4-run lead on a Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital shot. 4 runs on the board for the Cranberries. And the Beavers in a bit of trouble early here as Ferraz will dig in for the first time tonight. We did not see her in that first game, so we'll see what happens here. Lefty for the Cranberries. What a big shot from Stewart. First pitch in there for strike one. Gertie toes the rubber. Winds and fires. This one well shot. Out to center. Hasbrook under it, makes the play. Another big stick there. Farrows drove it. But hauling that one in is Hasbrook. And finally, the Beavers getting out here as they trail 4-0 early in the top of the Knapp's Butcher Block first inning of play. This will bring Smith to the plate. Final game of our JV 5-pack today. Round robin play as everybody trying to get their JV some action. I want to thank all the teams for being here today. And this one's popped up. And Baker, oh boy, kind of slipped there and ran into the fence on the other side. So the Beavers having some trouble with the fencing here. As both her and Kemp trying to make plays get rejected by the fencing. So, but yeah, I want to thank Northwestern and Jamestown for coming in today and Cranberry for all being here. Get some JV game in. That was poked right to third. Easy scoop for Kemp. Makes the tag on the bag for 2 away. And the Beavers trying to get a third out here. As Jack's umbrella's out again. Hopefully it's not too deadly raining. If the wind would just stay put, we'd be okay. As Gertie winds and fires, that one misses for ball 1. Shoop swung on and missed. 1-1. Shoop kind of struggling at the plate today as this one nicked foul back into the fencing. So I believe back in that first game, 4 strikeouts against Jamestown. So Shoop is well overdue for a hit here. We'll see if she can kind of make contact here and drive it somewhere in the gap. Beavers would love to have a strikeout to get out of the inning, though. And this one popped up, towering pop-up here to the third base. Called off by Kuzma. It's short, and Kota Kuzma hauls it in. And an F6 will get the Beavers out of the inning, but not before they give up 4 runs in the first inning here. At the end of the top of the first, Knapp's Butcher Block first inning. It's 4-0. The Cranberries with the lead. We head to the top of the order. Beavers first crack at it here in the first inning. It'll be Irwin, Kemp, and Taylor when we come back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands. I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. A track update down in Slippery Rock. In case you weren't listening earlier, we got a 4x800 boys relay, placed second to advance to states. Nolan Carey took first place and will advance to the states with a throw of 192.11. Blake Cook took the 110 hurdles in first place, and he'll advance to states. Lauren Brundage placed second javelin with a throw of 111. She advances to states. Marley Martin and Grace Allen. Martin finished first. Grace finished second in the triple jump. Both of them are headed to states. Lindsay Hasbrook placed first in discus. She's headed to states. Blake Cook finishes first in the 300-meter hurdles. He'll advance to states in that category as well. Maddie Leofsky just placed second in the long jump, and Leofsky, as a freshman, will go to states. And this one's a pop fly Shortstop comes over and plays it, and one away as Irwin flies out the short. So the Beavers track and field team killing it today at Slippery Rock. As an F6 will bring Reagan Kemp to the plate. Reagan's been hot today in the first 2 games. See if she can continue here to help the Beavers out. First pitch low and away for ball 1. I want to thank Chip Hasbrook for giving us the information as we go along here down in Slippery Rock. Down there with Lindsay throwing a state first disc winner. That one line drive right to left. And a great snag out there, and quickly 2 away here as the Cranberries taking care of shop on the defensive side of things. Fly out the short, fly out the left, and now Ava Taylor will dig in. As Schneider will toe the rubber. First pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0. Has Taylor out in front. Schneider steps 2 here. She'll wind and fire. Taylor dug in. Here's the pitch up high, driving it out the left, and one hopper gets past her, and Taylor turns on the Jets. She'll get the second. She's going to go to 3, and Ava Taylor with a sit-down triple. Burning the base pads and gets all the way to 3rd on a Piece B triple. Ball took a hop out there at the left field and just scooted all the way to the fence. Big hit from Taylor, and that's going to bring Coda Kuzma up as the Beavers trail 4-0 with 2 outs. They got to get at least 1 run back here. Hopefully Kuzma can drive Taylor in. Schneider winds and fires. This one low for ball 1. Kuzma dug in. Sits and waits as Schneider checks the wristband. Now along Cork here. Kuzma drives this way back center field. That's going to be an RBI single. She'll turn it 2. Kuzma is going to turn and look at 3 and now hold up. It's a Sawyer Builder double and an RBI double at that. As the Beavers do get the run in, and Kuzma with a big stick again, helping her team out with a Sawyer Builder double. That'll bring Braylon Gertie to the plate. The Beavers cut the lead to 4-1 in favor of the Cranberries. Cranberry berries. I'm just going to call them berries. Kind of like Barry Sander, but raspberry, cranberry, something berry. Very unique name. I like it, though. As this one popped up, fouled out of play. Gertie will have to reset, do it again. So the Berries have come to Corry today and played a very, very good game against the tough Jamestown team. And now giving the Beavers all they can handle with a 4-1 lead. As Schneider winds and fires, this one poked out to center field. That's going to drop in, and that's going to get by one outfielder. That's going to be an RBI double for Braylon Gertie. Another Sawyer Builder double back-to-back. First Kuzma, now Gertie, and now we have a 4-2 game as the Beavers cut the lead in half. And that'll bring Emma Baker to the plate. Hasbrook on deck if needed. With 2 away. Gertie playing with the catcher out there a little bit. Gets back to second base. 1-0 the count to Baker. Schneider steps 2, winds and fires. This one popped up, playable. Catcher after it, and it goes out of play up over top of the backstop. For a minute, I thought it was going to stay in and be kind of playable. Would have been close to the fence, but it goes over. And then we got a 1-2 count. That was a 1-1 count. I don't know. I've lost track of what it is. We'll see what happens on this pitch here, though, as this one's going to be driven right to third. Here's the throw, and they get the out, and that'll do it. Beavers get 2 on the board, but 6th Street Putout will end the first inning, brought to you by Knapp's Butcher Block at the end of 1. It's the Beavers trailing the Berries of Cranberry 4-2. When we come back, it'll be the Epiphany's Emporium second inning with Earp, Neufer, and Schneider on deck.
Why should you choose Corry Federal Credit Union? Since 1958, Corry Federal Credit Union has been committed to your community, your hometown, and to you. CFCU has accounts for all your needs like checking, savings, youth accounts, business accounts, money market, CDs, IRAs, and HSAs with rates that work for you. They have unbeatable loan rates for auto, mortgage, signature, line of credit, and business loans. They have you covered. Corry Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union, located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, and 315 Main Street in Spartansburg. Federally insured by NCUA, equal housing lender. Membership eligibility required.
Welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream, as we got a 4-2 lead from Cranberry over the Corry Beavers. And leading off is going to be Earp. As Gertie starts her second inning worth of work here at the Epiphany's Emporium second inning. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. I'm trying to do a better job of keeping pitch count here. As Gertie checks the wristband, I'll toe the rubber, wind and fire. Up high. Lost control of that one, 1-1. Earp digs back in. Gertie uncorks. Swung on and missed. Count moves to 1-2. Here's Gertie with the 1-2 offering. In there, got her looking. Rossbacker's strikeout. Backwards cane the book again, and that'll bring Neufer up. First time today for Neufer against Braylon Gertie. And then we'll turn around to the top of the lineup with Schneider. So Neufer about midway in the box there as Gertie winds and fires. And Neufer leans back, takes ball 1. Your score here. Epiphany's Emporium's second inning. Gertie fires that one low for ball 2. Neufer out in front, 2-0. Plenty of room to work here now. As Gertie checks the wristband, Beavers need to quickly get out of this inning. There's a strike there from Gertie. Makes it the 2-1 count. Gertie checks her wristband here. Toes the rubber. Here's the 2-1 offer. Gertie fires. This one nicked foul back into the backstop. We'll reset, do it again. 1-2 the count. 2-2 the count. Apparently I did I was reading the wrong box, that's why. My bad. Swung on and missed, and another Rossbacker strikeout. And that's 2 in a row for Braylon Gertie. And that'll take us back to the top of the order with Schneider up. Had a leadoff double back in the first inning. Came around and scored. As she'll dig back in here, Gertie will wind it up. Lost the handle of that one, ball one. Braylon Gertie fires, swung on and missed, 1-1. Gertie rocks and delivers. This one driven right up the middle. Hasbrook plays it, and that's going to be a single for Schneider. With 2 away, it'll bring up Scarball to the plate, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Oh, that one in there. Scarball wanted it and held off, and probably took a shoulda, coulda, woulda, took a cut at that one. Oh, 1. Here's Gertie, fires. Wanted that one too, laid off of it. And that'll even the count up here, 1-1. Gertie toes the rubber again. Here's the 1-1 offer. Scarball took a chunk of that and fouled it off her leg there, it looks like. One, two, the count. Gertie will check the wristband. Now comes set here. Winds and fires. Ball throw down the first, not in time. Tried to get the tag on Schneider's leg, but back safely at the first base bag. Good chuck there from Taylor, though. Two fly ball out the left. Coming in on a great play out in left field, as that'll be the third out. And the F7 paired with 2 strikeouts, Rosbecker strikeouts from Gertie, and that'll turn it back to the bottom of the second inning. After a great catch by Morgan Vanderschaff in left field, it'll be Hasbrook, Vanderschaff, and Hodak, bottom of the order when we come back.
When it comes to asphalt paving services, P2 Paving is second to none. They not only provide high quality and reliable asphalt work, but they also aim to provide their customers with the best level of service possible. Serving all of Northwestern Pennsylvania, P2 Paving is the source for your asphalt paving and sealing needs. Whether it's a small home driveway or a large commercial complex, P2 Paving can handle any job. Give them a call today at 814-665-5190 or visit them online at www.p2pavingco.net. Let P2 pave for you.
And welcome back in here to the DJ Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood. Alongside me is my son, Scott D. Lockwood. That's why we call him Scotty D. Or Clutch, whichever you prefer. Jack Hasbrook out in the center field camera, working the Viking Plastics field camera. Just got a note here from Chip Hasbrook out at Slippery Rock that the girls missed district AA championships by a half a point to Hickory. And a lot of girls qualify for states, though, but the Beavers missed the District 10 2A championships by a half a point to Hickory. Such a heartbreaker for the girls. Man, they have been lighting it on fire this year. Is leading things off here is Lucy Hasbrook But, man, Maddie Leofsky was going to states, Blake Cook going to states, Lindsay Hasbrook going to states, Grace Allen, Marley Martin both going to states, Lauren Brundage going to states, Nolan Carey, obviously, the boys 4x800. Hasbrook pops us in, and that throw off the bag, and Hasbrook beats it out. And a JH Napa Auto Parts single right there for Lucy Hasbrook. So congratulations to the girls and the track and field team that are going to states. Girls, again, missed district AA championships by a half a point to the Hickory Hornets. Heartbreaker there as this one swung on and missed. So Hasbrook with a leadoff JH Napa Auto Parts single as Vanderschaft sits here. That one gets by the third baseman. Here's the throw, not in time. Great job. And a good job over at third base staying with it. Got a stop on it. Couldn't grab a hold of it quickly. I don't know if you'd rule that an error or not. And I'm pretty sure that the guys would say that's an error. I don't know what I'd score that one, so I'm just going to be generous and give Vanderschaft a base hit today. How do you like me now? It's not official by any means, but we got runners at first and second. It's Chesney Hodak at the plate here for the Beavers. Schneider winds and fires. And Hodak watches that go by for strike one. Man, tough break for the girls track team. Missed the district AA championships by a half of a point. A half of a point. Hodak in the hole here, 0-2. As Chesney digs back in. Schneider fires. That one low at the ankles there. Count goes 1-2. That one's off the plate for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chesney Hodak. Schneider will wind it up. And that one misses for a ball. And now we got a full count here. 3-2 and a Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. As Hodak dug in. Schneider waiting for the call. Now checks the wristband. She'll toe the rubber. And here is the 3-2 offering to Hodak. And Hodak pops this one up. Playable right to the catcher. Hauls it in. As that was popped straight up in the air. And not having to do much movement there. McWilliams just stands there and hauls it in for one away. It takes us back to the top of the order, though, as Molly Irwin digs in with runners on first and second. One away as Schneider winds and fires. Up high for a ball. Catcher's going to throw to second. Nothing there. And Vanderschaft just begging them to make that throw. Because if she makes that throw, Hasbrook is going to take off the third, and then it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Berries. But good decision not to make that throw as Irwin fouls this back into the backstop. Here's her one dug in. That one in there for a strike. That moves the count to 1-2. Vanderschaff on first. Hasbrook on second. Irwin sits at a 1-2 count at the plate. Schneider checks the wristband, now steps two. She'll wind and fire. Swung on and missed, and a Rossbacher strikeout is 2 away now. And that'll bring Reagan Kemp to the plate. Kemp, last time up, flew out to the left fielder. Kemp dug in. Here's Schneider. Offers Kemp. High fly ball way back. Going, gone! Reagan Kemp with a lead com. Corry Memorial Hospital. And that one is blasted out of the park. And she is greeted with a rousal of her teammates there. What a shot from Reagan Kemp. Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run, and that is a 3-run shot. As Vanderschaff, Hasbrook both score, and Reagan Kemp with a shot to remember there. The Beavers pile 3 up and now take the lead 5-4. And this one shot foul down the left field line. As Taylor will go back to the home base plate, pick up the bat, and try it again, 0-1. Here's Schneider. Winds and fires. Taylor watches that all the way in. That one ticked off and fouled to the backstop. 1-2 the count here. Well, it was bound to happen for Reagan Kemp, though. She's been hot all day long and really put one out of the park. Big shot for Kemp. Gives the Beavers the lead here. As that pitch is high for ball, and that'll move the count to 2-2 with 2 away. And nobody on. Yeah, but Kemp was due for that one. Taylor dug in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, fouled off, and we'll reset and do it again. 2-2 with 2 away here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and a Rossbacher strikeout. And that'll get the Berries out of the inning, but not before Reagan Kemp helps her team out and brings Hasbrook and Vanderschaff in on a 3-run dinger. The Beavers take the lead 5-4. When we come back, it'll be the Berries' turn on the sticks. And up will be McWilliams, Stewart, and Uraz when we come back.
Hi, everybody. Rich here from the Performance Center.
Located at 11323 Route 6 in Corry, Lifted Health is owned and operated by Rich Galinsky. Open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, and 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Lifted Health offers personal training, classes, sports-specific rehab, functional training, and nutrition. Text Rich today at 814-323-6154 or message Lifted Health on Facebook at facebook.com/Lifted Barbell Club.
And welcome back here to the Deeds Experience Sports Stream. Shout out to Rich Galinsky out at Lifted Health. And, boy, just keeps churning out great products. Kids put in the work with him. He just tells them what to do. And, man, they work hard. You got to want it. And Rich brings out the best in everybody that works out there at Lifted Health. And banners galore out there. So shout out to Mr. Galinsky. And hearing what the track and field team's doing right now. Some of them out there working with Rich on a daily. As Braylon Gertie will go back to work here. McWilliams at the plate, singled back in the first. And had a run scored. Takes ball one here. So after going down 4-0, the Beavers have come storming back and have put 5 unanswered on the board. It is a Corry Manufacturing point streak. Corry Manufacturing Company point streak. It's been a great day here, softball. It rained on and off. Hard rain after one of our games, and then a light rain just a moment ago before we had to switch over. This one driven out the left, and that's going to be a nice single there. It's a leadoff J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single for McWilliams, and for the second time today, she is on board with a single, and that'll bring Stewart to the plate, who hit a shot back in the first inning. Stewart with that home run, and helped get the 4-0 lead. And this is another high fly ball. This one deep. Hasbrook chasing it, and it's going to bounce over the fence. It's a ground rule double. So that'll put runners at second and third. And great hit right there again. Stewart's been on fire here for the Berries as well. Sawyer Builder double. And a home run to her credit today against the Beavers. I'll bring Ferraz up to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Throw it on the third. Not in time. The ball kind of gets away. Kuzma there to scoop it up, though. Pitch in there for a strike. Boy, it's been a long day here at the ballpark, but we're sure glad we set up for this one. There's been a lot of good JV softball. A lot of good talent between Northwestern and Jamestown. Berries and, of course, our own Beavers. Got a back and forth one here. 5-4 the Beavers lead. We got a 1-2 count at the plate. And that one is a backwards K in the book, is another Rossbacker strikeout from Braylon Gertie. And that is strikeout number 3 on the day here in the third. Runner's still on second and third, though, and that's going to bring up Smith to the plate. Smith hit into an unassisted 3 back in the first. So Hannah digs in, and here is Gertie. Toes to rubber, will wind and fire. Popped up out of play, out over top of the backstop, and 0-1 count. Gertie checks the wristband now. Steps 2 here. Fires this one, a slow roller. Gertie scoops, makes the toss. They get the out at first and can't get the out of home. The Berries score the tying run. So the 1-3 to Smith will score McWilliams with the RBI. And that's going to advance Stewart to third, and we have a tie game at 5-5 with 2 away here in the top of the Cafero's Custom Butchering third inning of play. Digging in now is Shoop. Shoop fouls this one down the third base side. Shoop has had her struggles today. 4 strikeouts against Jamestown and flew out to shortstop her last time at bat here. So Shoop is due for a hit. And again, Stewart on third. Gertie fires. This one fouled back into the backstop. Oh, 2 the count, 2 away. Gertie looking for a Rossbacker strikeout to get out of this inning and get out of it tied at 5 as we'll head to the bottom. See what happens here. And that one close, just off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Is the count here to Shoop. Earp on deck if needed. Gertie fires. This one fouled down into the plate. We'll reset and do it again. So coming up on Tuesday, as I said, we have a double. We have a double header as the Cathedral Prep Ramblers will be taking on Northwestern Wildcats softball action. And that one is a Rossbacker strikeout, swung on and missed. And Gertie gets the Beavers out of the inning. They give up 1 run, and we are tied 5-5 as we head to the bottom of the Cafero's Custom Butchering third inning. Up due for the Beavers is going to be Coda Kuzma, Braylon Gertie, and Emma Baker when we come back right here on the DJ Experience Sports Stream.
Since 1968, Uteg's Body Shop has been Corry's leader in offering complete collision and refinishing services, including unitized frame alignment. Located at 633 East Smith Street in Corry, Uteg's is a family-owned business that offers free estimates, insurance company assistance, lifetime warranty, automotive glass replacement, and paintless dent repair. Uteg's would like to thank all of their customers and welcome the new ones. To schedule your appointment today, call Uteg's Body Shop at 814-663-2562. Thank you for choosing Uteg's as your selected auto body repair facility.
And welcome back here. DJ Experience Sports Stream live at DJExperience.com, on YouTube at DJ Experience Productions, and all across the Boxcast streaming TV apps. Just download the Boxcast app and you can watch us live on Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and Fire TV. And we got a lot going on and updates and all that stuff coming, and can't wait to continue to improve what we do and bring the best of the best from the Corry area right here on the DJ Experience Sports Stream. As leading off is the ever dangerous Coda Kuzma, who chases that one up high. Big, hefty swing there, comes up empty. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Kuzma lets that go by for a ball. As Schneider starting her third work of third inning worth of work, I should say. Been a long day, folks. 1-1. Here it is to Kuz. Belts this right back at her, right up the middle. And that's going to be a J.H. Napa Auto Parts single for Coda Kuzma. Leadoff single to get the Beavers rolling here as Braylon Gertie will step in. Gertie smacked a Sawyer Builder double back in the first. Was left stranded on second. Here's Schneider with a pitch. Swung on and missed. Kuzma goes. The throw goes out into the center field. She's going to test the throw and come to third. Coda Kuzma with the wheels. So quick on the base pads is Kuzma, very aggressive. Big power hitter, fast base runner, heck of a wrestler too. Set up on third base here now as Gertie digs in. 0-1 the count. Schneider rocks, fires. This one's popped up and over top of the Cranberry dugout. I believe that's an 0-2 count, correct? Schneider waiting for the call to come in. And now she gets it. Checks the wristband and we'll step two. Here's the 0-2. This one driven out to right. And that's going to take a one hop off the glove. That's going to be an RBI single. JH Napa Auto Parts single for Braylon Gertie. As Kota Kuzma will score the Corry Corner Barn Grill run. And the Beavers regain the lead 6-5 with nobody out here in the third inning. Emma Baker digs in. Emma hit into a 6-3 putout her last time up. Watches the first pitch go by for ball one. Schneider rocks and fires. Swung on and missed. Boy, Baker was taking a swing at that one. I think that bat came all the way around and hit herself in the back with it. She was going after that thing. 1-1 the count here. As Schneider fires that one up high for a ball. Throw back to first. Gertie back safely. 2-1 the count to Emma Baker. Lucy Hasbrook on deck. As Schneider toes the rubber, winds and fires up high, and Baker will take ball. And that'll move the count to 3-1 here to Emma Baker. Nobody out. Braylon Gertie on first. Beavers are trailing 4-0 in this game, put up 5 unanswered runs. And that one's in there for a called strike. As the count is all full now, 3-2. Will bring us to a Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. Schneider offers the 3-2, swung on and missed. Rossbacher strikeout, one away. Bring Hasbrook to the plate, 1 for 1 in this game with a single and a run scored. Gertie still on first. Schneider will toe the rubber. Here's the offer. That one off the plate for a ball. 1-0 to Hasbrook. Schneider fires, swung on and missed. That'll even the count up here, 1-1. Schneider fires. That one bounces off the plate. That's going to send Gertie to second. Here comes the throw, not in time. So Braylon Gertie will take second. We have a 2-1 count at the plate. To Hasbrook as she calmly waits here. Schneider toes the rubber. We'll wind it up. Low for ball 3. And now a hitter's count here for sure. 3-1 it is. Green light lit for Hasbrook. If you like it, drive it. But make sure it's there. Gertie at second. Here is Schneider. Fires. Hasbrook drives it up the middle. That's out to the center field. That might score Gertie as she rounds third and she heads for home. It's a RBI single. JH Napa Auto Parts single for Hasbrook, her second one on the day. And it drives in another Corner Barn Grill run as Gertie will tack on another run and make it 7-5 in favor of the Beavers. And now we got a Jim's Automotive timeout. As the Cranberries head coach wants to come out and have a little chit-chat here. I want to thank Jim's Automotive for sponsoring us all year long. And we'll see if we have a Carney and Ruth pitching change here or not. As I want to remind you again, coming up Tuesday, playoff doubleheader. Cathedral Prep versus Northwestern softball action will be at 2 o'clock, followed by the Corry Beavers taking on the Jamestown Muskies at 4 o'clock. Softball action at Penn State Barron coming up here this week on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Also baseball in action as well, as the Corry Beavers will be taking on the Fairview Tigers. And the Girard Yellow Jackets will be taking on the Franklin Knights. That one a doubleheader as well. And the Hasbrook takes off and goes. And a stolen base as they threw down the first. Hasbrook was already gone. Nice sharp base running there from Hasbrook. Vanderschaff. 0-1 count at the plate. As Schneider winds and fires. Swung on and missed, and that'll be strike number 2. So yeah, we got a double header on Tuesday. Dewey Hurd and Bill Henry will be on the call for the baseball action at Mercyhurst University. And this one popped up, and that's trouble, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Hasbrook going to go to third, and she is in safe, and Vanderschaff will get to second. So another J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single. This one to Vanderschaff, and Hasbrook will take third. All this with one out, and at the plate is Chesney Hodak. 0 for 1 thus far, popped up to the catcher. I mean, popped it straight up. The catcher didn't even have to move, just looked up and yanked it. Yoink. As Schneider fires, and that's going to be pass ball. Runners are going to stay put, second and third. So Hodak 1-0 at the plate. Chesney dug in. This one popped up over top of shortstop's head. That's trouble. That's going to drop in, and that's going to roll, and that's going to bring in 2 runs as Chesney Hodak will take a Sawyer Builder double with 2 RBIs to boot. And we got a timeout, and I think this is going to do it for the pitcher as 2 more runs come in. And Schneider will relieve the ball here. And we're going to have a Carney and Ruth pitching change, I believe. So we'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. 1 out on the board. Runner at second and a 9-5 Beaver lead. We'll be back right after this on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
The Library Bar and Grill is located at 203 North Center Street in downtown Corry. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. The library offers a large menu with plenty of options to choose from, including sandwiches, burgers, and salads. They also offer 12 selections of your favorite adult beverages on tap with specials like tacos on Tuesdays, wings on Wednesdays, and fish on Fridays. Find out how to book your special or private event with the Library Bar and Grill as well. The Library Bar and Grill. Give them a call today at 814-665-9464.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood along with Clutch. Scotty D. Jack Hasbrook out there on the Viking Plastics field cam. As we're trying to draw the roster up here, we got a new pitcher for you. And it's going to be Scarbaugh. So Scarball takes over here, and she's in a tough position as there's only one out on the board. And the Beavers have already put 4 runs on the board this inning here in the bottom of the Cafaro's Custom Butchering 3rd inning. Chesney Hodak with a double. Stands at second base, and it's the top of the order here as Molly Irwin will dig in for the Beavers with only 1 out. So we'll see what Scarball brings to the plate. She'll check the wristband, and step 2. Molly Irwin, the lefty, slap hitter. See what Irwin can do with the lefty. Bunts that high in the air, and that's going to hit the ground. That's a fair ball, and Irwin burns it to throw to third, and they get the tag. And now they're going to get the tag at second. No, Irwin slid in underneath the tag, so they pick Hodak off at third, and Irwin in under the tag. So that's going to be a JH Napa Auto Parts single for Irwin. They pick Hodak off at third, and Irwin will get the second. And that'll bring Reagan Kemp up. Last time up, hit a 3-run jack over the center field fence. Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run for Reagan Kemp, her last time up. Boy, and the Beavers long ball this year has been something to be admired. And of course, we all seen the walk-off winner that clinched a share of the region by Allison Sawyer last game that the varsity team took the field. I mean, every single time the Beavers are at the plate, it's like somebody's deadly with it, but they're going to get a 6-3 put out here. And that's going to get the Cranberries out of the inning. But not before 4 more runs put up here by the Beavers as we head to the 4th inning, top of the 4th, brought to you by K&E Surveying. It'll be Earp Newfer at the bottom of the order, and back to the top with Schneider when we come back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Imagine a world-class education right in your hometown. The Corry Higher Education Council, located at 221 North Center Street in Corry, PA, makes this possible. As an affiliate of the EC Council, the Corry Higher Education Council now provides skills-based learning in cybersecurity and software development that can lead to high-paying remote employment. Get the education employees are looking for. Sign up today by visiting www.corryhighered.org or give them a call at 814-664-9405.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. And we do want to thank the Corry Higher Education Council, who is the sponsor of our Decision Day yesterday when we helped the Corry Area High School celebrate all the seniors that were moving on, whether it be military or into the workforce or into the college realm of things. We were able to bring that to everybody. Thank the Corry Higher Education Council. As we start the 4th inning, top of the 4th inning, leading things off is going to be Earp, struck out looking her last time up. So it's the bottom of the lineup, and Earp and Newfer, the 8-9 hitters, and then we go back to the top of the order with Schneider, bunt put down, and that's unexpectedly. The Beavers not looking for it, and a great bunt by Earp gets her to first base. It's a JH Napa Auto Parts single. (9-5) the Beaver lead, and a base runner on here early for the Berries. Newford dug in. Here's Gertie, winds it up, swung on and missed. Chased her back, and now they got her in a pickle, and they get the tag. Nice play by the Beavers. Kemp and Kuzma running it down. Great heads-up defense there for the Beavers. One away. Six 6-3, caught her in a pickle. As Gertie fires that one way up high to Newfer. Be a 1-1 count. Gertie fires here. That one low into dirt for a ball. Move the count to 2-1 here. And it'll be Schneider on deck for the Berries. As Gertie checks the wristband here. Fires that one up high, chin level. Sweet chin music. Gertie throws one in there for a strike, and now we got a Dusty's towing payoff pitch coming. Newford dug in. Dusty's towing payoff pitch as Gertie steps two. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and a Rossbacker strikeout is now 2 away. And we head to the top of the lineup with Schneider up, and Scarball will be on deck if needed. But Schneider, 2 for 2 on the day with a Sawyer Builder double and a J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single and a run scored. Corner Barn Grill run. Watches the first one up high for ball 1. Gertie checks the wristband here now. Toes the rubber. Offers the 1-0. High fly ball, this one out the left, settling under it and making the grab is Vanderschaff. And that is out number 3, and the Beavers get out of the 4th unscathed. 1, 2, 3 they go. As we all head to the bottom of the K&E Surveying 4th inning of action. Up next are the Beavers, Taylor, Kuzma, and Gertie when we come back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Located at 1460 Scioto Road, the Corry American Legion Post 365 is open daily. They serve lunch on Wednesdays and Friday through Sunday. They also serve dinner daily. Stop in and grab a bucket of their famous Scioto Road chicken and check out their live entertainment lineup. Watch some NFL football with the Sunday ticket and even enjoy the sports stream. Stop in today. The Corry American Legion Post 365 at 1460 Scioto Road, or give them a call at 814-663-1790.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Glad to have you aboard here on this Saturday, all day, all morning, all afternoon, as we're creeping to the 7 o'clock hour. As covered 5 straight JV games today, and it's been a great day. A lot of good softball, especially at the JV level. There's been some very good ball played here today. Seen a couple dingers, and we've seen some struggling pitchers as well, taking the mound or circle for the first time maybe. And it's been a good mixed bag here today, and getting ready to wind it down here in Game 5. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, brought to you by K&E Surveying. And up for the Beavers is Ava Taylor. 1 for 2 on the day with a triple and a run scored. Also had a strikeout back in the 2nd. Take strike 1 here. Scarball will fire. And that one in there as well. And Taylor looks a little befuzzled in there. She now faces an 0-2 count. Scarball fires. That one a ball wide of the plate. And the count here will move to 1-2. Kota Kuzma on deck with Braylon Gertie to follow. As Scarball checking the wristband here. Game has kind of slowed down a bit here late. As Scarball fires this one off the handle of the bat, drops in, and a 4-3 put out. It'll be 1 away. They'll bring the ever-dangerous Kota Kuzma to the plate. Kuzma, thus far today, saw your builder double. J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single and 2 runs scored. 2 for 2 on the day for Kuzma. Faced Scarball for the first time. That one's peppered in there, but it's called ball, and Kuzma out in front 1-0. Scarball will toe the rubber here. Here's the 1-0. Kuzma rifles that right back at her, right up the middle. Another J.H. Napa Auto Parts single for Kota Kuzma. That thing was hit on a rope right back up the middle. And that'll be Braylon Gertie up now. Gertie, 2 for 2 on the day. Had a saw your builder double back in the first. Also had a J.H. Napa Auto Parts last inning in the third and a run scored. Scarball fires this one, a rifle down the first base line, all the way back to the corner. That's going to score Kuzma as she rounds third, and that's going to be a stand-up piece B3 triple. As Braylon Gertie rifled that one, another Corner Bar and Grill run scores as Kota Kuzma burns the base bags. And the Beavers clicking on all cylinders right now. 3 for 3 on the day for Braylon Gertie. And that's going to bring up Emma Baker, who is due 0 for 2 today. And into a 6-3 back in the first and struck out swinging back in the third. Takes ball 1 here. Beavers now up 10-5 after being down 4-0. This one fouled back into the backstop. Beavers were down 4-0. Come back and got the lead 5-4. And the Cranberries come back and tied it up 5-5. And now the Beavers again with the 5 unanswered runs on this Corry Manufacturing Company point streak. And that's going to be a 2-1 count here to Baker. Gertie on third, Scarball toes the rubber. Baker awaits. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for a ball. And that brings the count to 3-1. Lucy Hasbrook on deck here for the Beavers. As Scarball winds and fires, this one driven right to first. Nice, great big glove here. The run's going to score. An unassisted 3 from Baker will get an RBI as Gertie comes across the plate. And she will make it 11-5 with 2 outs. As Hasbrook will dig in. Base pads are clear now. Scarball steps to the pad here. Winds and fires. Hasbrook swung on and missed. Strike 1. So the Beavers just been chipping away here. Run after run after run. Scarball fires this one, belted up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman and a 4-3 putout. We'll get the Cranberry Berries out of the inning, but the Beavers tack on 2 more here as we head to the top of the 5th inning, brought to you by Corry Central Labor Club. Up for the Cranberries is Scarball, McWilliams, and Stewart when we come back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
Knapp's Butcher Block, located at 11523 Route 6 in Corry, offers custom processing for beef, pork, and lamb. You can purchase individual cuts of your choice of meat and hamburger, or stock up. Fill your freezer by purchasing half or whole cows or hogs, both grass and grain fed. For more information, pricing, and availability, give Knapp's Butcher Block a call today, 814-964-0225.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood, Scotty D, and Jack Hasbrook out there on a Viking Plastics field camera. Game 5 of our JV round robin 5-pack for you today here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Beavers taking around the horn here. Everybody gets back to their base pads. Leading off is Scarball, the pitcher here for Cranberry. Came in relief for Schneider. Scarball's 1 for 2 on today with a single back in the first and then flew out to left field. She also has 1 run scored today. As we are now running out of daylight. It's been here all day since 10 a.m. This one driven. Kuzma scoops, makes the toss. Great throw. 6-3 put out. Kuzma to Kemp, 1 away. So that's going to bring McWilliams to the plate. 2 for 2 on the day. 2 J Snap Auto Parts singles with 2 runs scored. Gertie fires. This one misses for ball 1. This one driven to third. Baker with the throw. Nice throw. Baker to Kemp on the 5-3 put out. And that's 2 away. And that'll bring Stewart to the plate. Stewart 2 for 2. Had a double back in the third and a Lecom Sawyer Builder double back in the third, pardon me. And then a Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital home run back in the first. Gertie fires. That one swung on and missed. And we started off with an 0-1 count. Two away, top of the 5th inning, brought to you by the Corry Central Labor Club. As Gertie checks the wristband, she'll toe the rubber now and wind it up. And that one just shy of the plate. We haven't seen too many of them today for being JV ball. They've been a little high sometimes, a little wide, but not too many have been short today. These pitchers for the JVs have done a pretty decent job all day long. It's been fun to watch, fun to call today. And this one's dribbled. Kuzma stops it, makes the throw. Not in time. It took Kemp off the bag. Great effort from Kuzma, but could not get it there, and that's just going to be a straight-up single. Base hit for Stewart, her 3rd of the day. A single, a home run, and a double. That's a J.H. Snap Auto Parts single right there. That's going to bring Ferraz to the plate, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center field back in the first and struck out looking back in the third. As Gertie fires, and Ferraz pulls the bunt back, and it's a 1-0 count. This one driven deep center. Hasbrook right there makes a great play, and that is out number 3 after a base hit. Hasbrook reels it in, and that'll do it for the top of the fifth. We head to the bottom of the Corry Central Labor Club fifth inning. The Beavers will have a bottom of the lineup, Vanderschaft, Chesney Hodak, and then back to the top with Molly Irwin when we come back. 11-5, Beavers lead it.
Corry Chevrolet is a family-operated and locally owned car dealership offering an award-winning General Motors service department with factory-trained and certified technicians and offer a fully stocked parts department. Corry Chevrolet's personal dedication is to provide you the very best sales and service experience. Contact Chop, Shane, or Bill today at 814-664-8614. Corry Chevrolet, a family dealership with your family in mind. Located at the Y in Columbus.
And welcome back in here to the DJ Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood, Scotty D, Jack Hasbrook, all bringing you today's action. As coming to the plate will be Morgan Vanderschaft. As Scarbaugh taking all of her pitches for a warm-up here. As the throw comes down to second. And see if the Beavers add a couple more runs here to extend this 11-5 lead, or if the Cranberries can shut them down and get back on the sticks, try and get back into this one. As I say, we're running out of daylight here. And the extra cloud coverage really isn't helping tonight. As we're creeping up on the quarter after 7. Here's the pitch. Low one, swung on and missed. Vanderschaft wanted it. It was not to be. Scarbaugh winds it up. Fires this one driven. Right field on the hop, and that's going to be a base hit. A J.H. Napa Auto Parts single. Great diving stop out there, but it hit the ground right before it hit the mitt. And Vanderschaft aboard with a single, and that'll bring Chesney Hodak up. 1 for 2 on the day with a Sawyer Builder double, and then popped out to the catcher back in the second inning. But the third inning hit that Sawyer Builder double, got the Beavers rolling. First pitch. Low and inside, and this is not Hodak. This is Jazzy Bridgham, the young freshman who's been stellar in varsity this year. So Bridgham, the lefty, in for Hodak. Takes a strike there. Vanderschaft back here to first. 1-1. So here is Scarbaugh. Bridgham swung on and missed. And that'll move the count to 1-2. Bridgham dug back in. Here's Scarbaugh. Toes the rubber and will offer the 1-2. This one popped up foul territory as that one's headed for the tennis courts. Off the fence. And we'll reset, do it again, 1-2. Middle of May, and we're donning hoodies and jackets because it's cold out. Who would have thought? Scarbaugh fires, swung on and missed. Rossbacher strikeout, throw down the first, not in time. As Vanderschaft back safely, one away, and that's going to bring the top of the order back up as Molly Irwin will dig back in. Irwin 1 for 3 on the day. with a J.H. Knapp Auto Parts single back in the third, struck out in the second, and flew out to the shortstop back in the first. Irwin fouls this back over top of the backstop. As Irwin dug back in, Scarball checks the wristband, now comes to, winds it up, and ball called. Vanderschaft back safely to first. One and one. Scarball winds and fires. In there for a strike. And now Irwin in the hole here, 1-2. Vanderschaft still on first. Reagan Kemp on deck. Kemp hit that bomb back in the second inning. 3-run shot, little check swing here. That's going to get through. Vanderschaft turns and looks at third, and now they've got her caught. She's got to get back. Now she's going to be in a pickle here in a rundown, and she's going to get tagged out. And did not get the tag. Vanderschaft dives back to second base as the baseman, third baseman there, Schneider, I believe, took a swipe at her with a glove, and Vanderschaft in underneath it. Gets to second base safely. As Irwin on first, that's going to bring up Kemp now. At a big old Lecom Corry Memorial Hospital bomb back in the second inning. 1 for 3 on the day. Had a 6-3 put out back in the third and flew out the left. Back in the first, has a 1-0 count here. Scarball kind of fixing her plant foot here, piling up some dirt. And that one in the dirt, and that's going to get by the catcher. And that'll advance Irwin and Vanderschaft to second and third. With one out, the Beavers threatening here. Scarball fires this one. A bleeder to short, picks it up, makes the throw. Not in time, it's dropped. And a run comes in. So Corner Bar and Grill run scores in Vanderschaft. We've got an E3 on the play. And Molly Irwin gets the third. So runners at the corners for the Beavers, and Ava Taylor digs in. Scarball checks the wristband, plants the foot on the rubber. She'll wind and fire. And that one misses for a ball, and the throw is out to Irwin. Tried to get up and could not. And Coach Williams is sitting there laughing and gives her a fist bump as that ball went out the left field. And Irwin had the chance to get up and run. She just couldn't get up. Here's the 1-0. Scarball fires. This one gets to second and through the wickets, and an E4, and that's going to score again, Kemp. And now the ball gets thrown off and rounding and going to third. Here's the throw. That one is not there. And the Beavers pile up 2 more runs. Errors all the way around as Irwin scores, Kemp scores. And Taylor gets all the way to third. And Coda Kuzma now at the plate. And one more run will do this game in. First pitch misses for ball. Scarball checks the wristband. Now toes the rubber here. She'll wind and fire. Kuzma with a straight liner, and that's a game winner as Kuzma is going to round second. She's going to go to third. And that is the 10-run rule. And there it is. Ball game over as the Beavers knock off the Berries in 5 innings with a 10-rule run. 15-5 is your final. And that's going to wrap up our coverage here live from the Luhanna Athletic Complex. A great day of softball. Thank you to Northwestern. Thank you to Jamestown. And thank you to Cranberry for coming out, making a trip so these JV girls can all get some playing time. We appreciate you all coming. And we hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here today as we're going to close up shop. And that'll do it. Beavers on top of the Cranberries 15-5 to finish up our JV 5-pack of round-robin play. Beavers go 2-1 on the day. And with that, we'll see you on Tuesday for playoff softball and baseball. Cathedral Prep will take on Northwestern at 2. Corry Beavers will take on the Jamestown Muskies at 4. And then on the baseball side of things, it'll be the Beavers taking on the Tigers and the Yellow Jackets taking on the Knights of Franklin. We'll have all of that for you right here on the DJ Experience Sports Stream Tuesday. Tune in. We have you covered right here on the DJ Experience Sports Stream. Until then, for Scotty D, we call him Clutch. For Jack Hasbrook out on the Viking Plastics Field Cam, I'm Scott Lockwood. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday right here on the DJ Experience Sports Stream.